Alright, I'm back. I don't know what it is. But today felt fucking terrible. I don't even know how I have the energy to keep going right now. Yeah. Yeah. It feels like I'm tired, but I didn't really do much today. It wasn't even a hot day. Well, it was pretty hot, but it's like not as hot as like a week or two ago. Man, right now, I don't know. I'm probably fucking up, but this is the pace I have to go. This is the only pace I can go. I can't go faster than this. And it's just like that's it. Like, the feeling to watch porn today was immensely strong. It was like I was already like typing it in, trying to find like something to, what is it, trigger me. And I'm glad that I'm starting to get to a point where even when I do that shit, I try to find like trigger pictures, like pictures that are, you know, tempting or like they're like lascivious, but like they're not actually, it's not porn, but it gets me, it like provokes me or whatever. It triggers me to actually just look it up. And it's like, I don't know. I think what's pushing me is that the feeling of not wanting to do this video is the reason why I gotta do it. These are the videos I don't even watch because it's just like, it's for me to vent. Because if I would vent in videos and I would even post them, I later on like delete them because I listen to myself. I'm just like this is just past Martin. But this is just a way for me to actually keep the videos, because when I post them on YouTube and delete them, it's like um, my family asks about it, and it's just like, to me, just it's like me going back and not taking my word seriously, or me not finding how I grow and change cherishable. Like I see it like that when I don't save things, when I don't keep memories, like photos or videos. Because I'm someone who, I don't like that. I don't like going back to my old stuff. I don't know why. It's just a thing that I do. But Yeah, I can't like dodge the truth for long because it's true. It's like when I'm locked in here in my room, and I'm technically not locked, but it's like I'm pretty much stuck. Like where else am I supposed to go? Like where else would anybody go in this situation? So I'm locked in here. It's bound to be time before I look at porn. Because for the longest, it's already been my, like, I don't know, coping mechanism or my connection that I get. Oh, sorry. And I would want to do that walking. It is pretty dangerous right now because now would be the time, but, I'm actually kind of that tired, so that's why it's really dangerous now. And it's like I'm walking on a vertical, thin, and really high piece of ice. Like, it's really thin. This really thin ice fucking path. And I'm on a unicycle juggling chainsaws. Any wrong move, and I'm fucking done. I don't know. I don't know. I can't. I wish I can explain it better. But this is the challenge God has for us. I was thinking. You know, I was I was listening to some Tool. That shit's like fire as music. But it's like the context of it. Um, like you could be, I don't know, playing Minecraft. I guess it's not bad, but it just doesn't fit the setting. That kind of music. It's like sort of metal music, heavy metal. I don't know how else to say it, but it's um it's really like cathartic music. I don't know how a way to explain it, but it makes you like think like on a grand scale. But while I was listening to it, man, it was just like I always have like these really like existential, like confound. Oh, profound. I'm sorry, confounded. Hey, what does confounded mean? I don't even fuck it. I don't give a fuck. But profound and I don't know, like meta type thinking. Oh, hold on, give me a second. All right, sorry about that. But I was having like these like I don't know thoughts. These like just I just try to go beyond the picture. And you know what? Like God and Satan is a good analogy for the sense of self, like the idea of self, because like God could just be like one side of the universe and Satan can be the other side because Satan could just be an actual just duplicate of God. That's why God loved it so much, or him. And it could be that like we carry God's name in a way of like we are part of him, and that's why there are things on this earth that can just catch our fucking attention. Like I don't know. For me, it's the porn, or certain females in the porn that just like are a constant. That I know that they are triggers to turn me on. Like they are just really consistent and making me be turned on. But to me, I think that's just like the devil knows how to catch the God's attention like that. But since God is perfect, he just knows never to back down. And since we have like a part of his name in us, it's almost like, we're sort of like that's what we do with his name, when we go and, follow the world or follow Satan pretty much is we're just taking it to another meaning. Like instead of meaning God, our name is just meaning the world. And I'm not talking about names here. I'm talking about like his essence, or pretty much what he is, like a grain of salt on the beach. Like you need all those grains in order to complete the beach or the sand on the beach. But I start thinking shit like that when I'm listening to that kind of music. It's crazy. But shit, it was tough. Just even making it here, bringing out all this shit. Like y'all gotta see or I think I showed it, but the setup. Like I got the like basket, the laundry basket, sitting on the bottom, and this is my computer or laptop on top. This is just to give me some light or play some music sometimes, but right now it's just like just me, I guess. And I'm actually really scared of going back into my room again. I'm really scared of just being me right now. I wish I was me when I was having fun. I wish I'm me when I'm, not thinking about this shit. Right now, I'm the Martin that has to deal with this part of the day or the night. I don't know what to do right now, so it's like a waiting game. Just fucking patience. Just be fucking patient. Fuck. It's such a like uncomfortable anxiety and feeling to be right here. Yeah, so I don't know. I really genuinely don't know. I don't like fuck it. It's like some people watch these videos. If anybody's got like a movie to recommend me, it's that might put my mind at ease. I'll watch it, but I ain't gonna watch all of it. um, um, I gotta be brutally honest. So, yeah. Coworkers would recommend me movies when I would ask, like, y'all got any movies y'all think I should watch? And some of them were pretty dookie. I'm like, but a lot of them had like messages, and it was like that's kind of what why they recommended me the movie. I mean, not the whole movie wasn't good, but like that those parts where they had a good message, it was like, all right, you know what? I gotta give them props for that. They had a good message. You know, their intention behind it was good. Every now and then, I think it was like in Cinemark when I worked. There's this dude, I don't know, pretty creepy dude, but it wasn't really a recommendation, but like knowing that he's seen a movie, like he was describing it, it was like, you know what, like, yeah, let me watch it. Let me watch that movie too. And that movie was Terrifier, and I was like, bruh. As soon as I saw all that crazy shit happening in the movie, a part of me felt like, you know, this is different from scary movies. You know, it's pretty gory and bloody. Like some scary movies can get like that, but that's pretty much all that was happening in Terrifier. But it was just, I don't know, just a killer guy, you know, cutting up people. And I don't know what it was. It's just I think I watched a lot of scary movies. Not a lot of them were able to, or like yeah, not a lot of them were able to scare me. You know, they like genuinely scare me. But Terrifier was pretty one. It was one of them that kind of just got me like goosebumples because it was like he didn't know this motherfucker's motives. He was just a fucking killer. Like he just did it just to do it. And it was to a point where I started watching the second one because you know I already watched the first one. I was like, fuck it, might as well complete the set. The second one was just as fucking, you know, crazy. And it got to a point where I was at the middle of the movie and I was just like what the fuck am I watching? I was like, what the fuck am I watching? Like, why am I watching this shit? It's just like gore. You know, it's like just gore porn at that point. I was like, this shit is so dookie. So I stopped. I literally had to stop watching that shit midway, and I was like, fuck that shit. There's only like few, very little movies where I had to stop watching that shit. And I kind of, me and my little brother want to do this like movie review channel just to talk about movies. To be honest, it doesn't really even feel like a review. It just, I ought to just call it like movie chats, something like that, where we just talk about things in movies or probably shows too, because like shows are really cool. We'll find out what to do with it, but you know, it's right now it's in the brainstorm concept. Like right now, we're in that stage. But you know, swear, fucking. Yeah, there are. Like, I want to save this shit for when I do have to say it, but yeah, like I think that's what I would want to do. I want to find. So this is just for me right now, but I want to find something that takes my time in a way where I can do it. You know, like because most of the time it's like I want to do, I have stuff to do, like edit the videos, but for some reason it feels more jobby. I don't know how else to say that, but yeah, yeah, I don't really want to do it as a source of entertainment, because there's a lot of boring stuff that goes behind it. And same thing with making music, because I was all about making beats, but originally, funny enough, I was rapping before I started making beats. So that's why I always had this thing with writing lyrics. And I didn't start making beats until after middle school, which was at the time I was in a orchestra. I was playing viola, and I got to advance, but I didn't really do anything with it. I did want to join mariachi in high school, but that one got filled like pretty quick. Hold on. Yeah, mariachi got filled, and that was the time where I found out about the magnet program for video game, programming or whatever. I should have went into mariachi, at least for the sophomore year, because freshman year I stopped doing that shit. I don't know what. I don't know what drew me to it, but yeah, we would play video games like a lot. So, but I don't know what drew me to pick animation instead of that on sophomore year, because that video game shit, that shit just did not work. So I went to the animation sophomore year, and then after that it was like forensic science or some shit. Then senior year was just a whole bunch of it was just like being in a big old daycare. That's it. But yeah, um, I was rapping in like, I think it was fifth grade or sixth grade. Like I remember, listening to some rap songs, but like I never understood what they were saying until oh yeah, it was like one of the classes in my elementary showed me how to rhyme. They're like, all right, now like do like write down a couple rhymes and stuff like that. It was like in the library, and me and this classmate were getting into it. We're like making rhymes even after they told us to, turn in our papers, because we're like, oh shit, this shit's fucking cool. Because rhyming, it just sounds so phonetically pleasing. Like, let's try to find something that rhymes with like elephant and shit like that. We're like, I don't know. I honestly don't know what rhymes with elephant. Diligent, elephant, diligent. Belgium, yeah, that's pretty tough. That's hard to fucking rhyme, and it puts like a challenge in a fun in the challenge, pretty much, because like work can be a challenge, but it's not fun. But when you find something that's fun in the challenge, it feels more purposeful, like more meaningful. And after that, I started writing like rhymes and poetry instead of actual rap. But when I saw that you could make like songs with that shit, I was like, that's tough as shit. I was like, damn, that's gotta be, I gotta find a way to get good at this shit. And I would do it every now and then, not all the time, just like once every 3 months, I would like start picking that shit up. But when I hit high school, it was like somewhere in middle school where I would go pretty hard in it, but then I would just like stop. But when I hit high school, I was definitely trying to make something genuine. Like I really wanted to make like an album or mixtape so fucking bad. And it was because at the time we had a lot of new artists coming out, like Rich Brian, Lil Peep, XXX Tentacion. They had fucking Slump God, Ugly God, and all these like it was so weird because it was only the short term of high school when they were popular, and then after that, I don't fucking remember them. They just like went out of existence. They did it for the paycheck and they were done. You know, they didn't want to do no more. Young Gravy was like once that man hit the scene, shit, everybody was listening to him, and that was it. That dude fucking held it down because like I think shortly after I left high school, I don't know if it was before, XXX died, and then everyone was like, "Oh shit, you know he's gonna be releasing shit after the grave," and he started, you know, they started doing that shit, but it was pre-recorded. I was tripping. I was like, "Is this fool still alive? What the fuck is he still posting shit?" And I can't even post a fucking thing, and this dude's posting shit from the grave. I felt so like I can't put it on myself. I was going through a lot, so like mentally, it just like I was not supposed to be doing that. Like I was not ready for it. Pretty much is what I'm saying. I could have posted random ass shit, you know, like mixtape, like that was Dookie, but I knew it wasn't gonna sound good because I wasn't ready. And I was like perfectionist. I was like, I don't want to release shit unless it's perfect. And sometimes I had those moments of like, you know what, just release it and whatever. And when I did, I knew it was gonna be Dookie, and it was Dookie. So that's when I would remove him. I would erase him. Those videos on YouTube. And then I was like, dude, I gotta fucking like practice, get good at this shit. And then I would practice even when I was going to work. Like I started getting jobs, but it was like a big old gap in between. I think it was when COVID hit. It was just like that was just an era of depression for me. I was just like, bro, I don't even want to do anything. Like that was just whatever. I was making some beats because during high school, like when people were making all these songs, I was like, how the fuck are they making these beats? And I didn't know anybody to make beats, so I had to make them on my own. And especially, I learned a lot when I hit that college program or certification class I took. But that's a whole nother story. I learned a lot, so that's kind of where I started trying to learn how to make my own beats. But the end goal, what I wanted to do, what I always wanted to do, was that rap shit. I wanted to rap because it was like, I don't know, to me, it was just so ultimate. And I saw so many different flows, and I was just like, I want to make my own version. Like, that shit would be cool. And yeah, it sucks because for the longest, and yeah, yeah, for the longest, I would always do that. I don't know what was different about now. So I don't know why I'm tripping about it still. I'd always make something, and when it was ultimate to me, when I finally found the sound I was looking for, it just felt inside, it felt displeasing to God. It felt like, oh, well, like you're going to focus on this instead of the word. And something was telling me, or something inside me was like, I wish someone told me the truth, or not the truth, but like they told me something so that it like drives me, pushes me to keep going, even because of that fact alone, because I'm displeasing God. Like something to be like, hey, that doesn't matter, do it anyways. But that could have been the devil speaking. But like I really want to make that. even if it's like a past dream now, or I'm not gonna make shit in the future, or it's like nobody's gonna listen to it. I want to make it. I went through all those barriers of just fucking why I shouldn't. And through each and every one of those, I still kept the dream like it was still supposed to be made. It's still supposed to be made. Like I still want to make it, no matter what. And it a lot of things can be put into perspective. Like I don't know, none of it matters. It's all pointless. In the next world or the life after, you're not even gonna be worrying about your fucking mixtape or some shit. But to me, if I create something here, I want to see if I can create something anywhere. And I don't know, maybe it's this thing about like seeing if I had it, if I had what it took to be good at it, or if I actually made it, or if I finally became as good as I wanted to be. Because yeah, I heard it. I heard how good I could be, but I don't know. I guess maybe I was lying. I'm not really convinced that I could, but I'm lying right now. I think I could. I think I literally have it, and I don't really care about nothing else no more because that's the only thing that drives me to create something at the very least. Because right now, I can't even grow a fucking plant. I can't grow no fucking food. I can't help someone. I can't better. I can't teach. I'm not all that. I'm not like a jack of all trades. I'm just a fucking one trick ass pony, and I always get fucking bent over shape that my one trick I'm not even good at. So I was like, you know what? At the very least, let me just get good at this one fucking trick because I'm genuinely fucking tired of being really shitty at everything. And I wanted to be so many things or whatever, but to create something, I needed to create, and I had to learn how to accept my past for what it was because it's almost like I didn't want to show my past unless it was perfect, which was a prideful part of me. I was like, damn, like what am I doing? Like I ought to just show everything. I already did. I already explained it all. So it's just like now I have no other reason to be be freaking prideful or whatever or perfection. I'm sorry, I just farted. I just farted. But yeah, it's just difficult right now. So trying to convince my brain to even get up and do something. But with the editing videos, I'm able to, you know, like put a part of it at least once a day. And when I write lyrics, sadly, it's only when I'm feeling it. But good thing I'm always listening to music because then I just think of like a lyric that would go great with that part of the song. So I'm just like, you know what? Now this is getting me reinvigorated. Just want to do this shit now. And I don't like foreshadowing shit or because I would do that a lot. I would try to like make these little sneak peeks or something of what's gonna come. But right now I'm working on something. Like I wanna working on something, but it's not like something for money or something. It's just to do it. Why not? And I know it's gonna sound shitty, but to me, I already heard it on the shitty mic, so I was like, fuck it. Like, to me, it sounds good with this shitty mic. It's not really the mic. It's just what I'm saying that sounds cool. And um, I would just want to see what else I can make, because I just have a lot of things in my head, like songs and concepts I would want to make. Um, just just because it's like it's been in my brain, and for the longest too, because I'm starting to be able to remember what I wanted to do. And yeah, I don't know, I might post something. It might not be good, but I have to get past that fucking perfectionist Martin, where he's like, no, it has to be fucking perfect. Like, I might try to fix the audio a little bit so it doesn't sound too shitty, but if you can sit through it, you might find that it's actually pretty cool. Um, but yeah, it's just a process. It's the journey. I'm not here to put like no footprint. I don't have like a fucking big ass dream or something that's like this is how it's supposed to go. Plan. No, it's just this is how I am. This is how it's gonna go. And this is what it took to get here. And this is what I have to do right now in order to do what I want to do. I have to put myself in check and manage my time better, because I'm not putting my priorities on the top of my list. Like, good priorities, at least. Benefiting priorities. I'm just putting this fucking porn at the top of my list above God. And that's true. That's just facts. And I need to check it. I need it to be humbled, and it needs to see what it truly is, because like I can't let that happen no more. And I do want to be more humble when I rap or write lyrics, because my lyrics can be too prideful. But the whole point of the song is like it's what rhymes ultimate. It's what rhymes best. And it's like that feeling of that you get when you hear something so badass or something. That shit just sounds badass. Like, hell yeah. Or relatable. So I just put that in the lyrics. I'm not trying to limit my creativity, but I can't take God out the picture. Like, he was such a big influence on me. Well, anyway, I'm actually talking helped me a lot right now, because at first I was like blah blah blah, like I didn't want to do this. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, why am I talking? But now I've finally got it off my chest. My feeling of like depression. So I might try to watch a movie and then shut her down. Go to sleep for fucking once. You fucking Martin. Looking at boy. Can't go to sleep looking at boy. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Stay safe. Be careful. Make wise decisions and follow Jesus Christ, because he's going to get us out of this. He's going to. He got us out of it. He got us out of it. And he died for our sins. And we ought to put that. We ought to be grateful for that. Now we put it into practice, what he says. All right, catch you on the next one.